Give me a break here. As Benny said, I can't even wait for you, bro. I got to get into this next circle.
Self-preservation, Jukes. It's got to be done. Keep the dream living for all of them if he can get into a better position. Thankfully, not slain by the blue. It would have been an upsetting way to go out. But the challenges are yet to come, buddy.
Yes, they are. They are still not in this next circle, and they got an entire squad of AGAL right in front of them. Things are going to get sticky here, especially when Maple's on the squad.
Oh, yeah. Always sticky business from him.
Hello, bros and Kurios.
Hit some sickening shots as well. We've seen it so far. Let's see if they can build back into a play like this up against the duo. Attention being taken off them, but Flower deals with it instantly.
Super annoying circle here for these teams. There's a lot of open field, very little coverage here to work with. That's why we're seeing so many teams out in stage 5. Usually at this level, we'll see a whole lobby with Flower H. Oh, Vinny spinning out, and he's taking out the vehicle. Now it's Hoxie left for the squad of KRX, just trying to survive.
Smooth tracking on that. It was like first-class postmate.
And it wasn't enough. So that is KRX out. This is a huge opportunity now for 4Thrives, Enigma Galaxy, the rest of the lobby to try to catch up to these leaders.
This is 4Thrives going in. Hoverhearts in the back line. T24 trying to close the gaps. The shots are coming through. AGAL already dropping 2 players. Flower H has been popping off. But what can you do? Man versus machine as the hovercraft is in their face. Valak looking to assist with the nade plays once again as they're getting blown down. Backline's good. Maple removed. And that's how you wave goodbye.
What a play from 4Thrives, not hesitating, saying, you know what, we need to take this hill, let's take this fight, and they get it done. So 5 eliminations for them. They move up to 3rd place, but Furia applying so much pressure. They know if we're going to take them out, this is the time to do so.
The detonation from the hovercraft as well, leaving IQ low, but he can top himself back up.
On my stream, bro.
4Thrives certainly living up to the name, Jukes. They've been thriving in the lobby as individuals, but as a unit as well.
The crowd is going crazy here. We can hear the 4Thrives chants happening just right behind us. Let's see if they can make everybody proud here and make pretty much a miracle play. These guys have no coverage. They're going to have to run in the wide open. Their best shot, honestly, is going to be if 2 other teams in the circle just happen to fight and they're able to sneak on in. Other than that, though, this is going to be a very, very difficult time for them.
The mechanical prowess would have to be on point, bro. And like you say, maybe they can smell blood in the water, set themselves up for something special here. Bit of a scout with the 2-2 split, keeping their eyes open for info. Flash taking pot shots onto Furia as well, huddling together for any kind of cover.
Man, 4Thrives really are happy with this one because Team Flash just completely stopped Furia from being able to push on them. Flash making that big push. Furia trying to make a play from the shack here. Bose trying to get the heel off, and now Tops with the shotgun should be able to get it done here. He runs on in, and Team Flash punish Furia.
Just like that, the flash in the pan is put out as they clean up. See you later, Furia, but the response back on. Shots coming towards them. 4Thrives advancing up as well. So we've broken off into this 2-2 fight effectively, Jukes.
This is the perfect scenario for 4Thrives. Literally, this is the only way they move up is if those 2 teams fought each other. They did, and now 4Thrives have a beautiful open angle to this side of the map. They got a good couple hay bales to work with. Watch out though, because I see Raouf there with that MG3. That's the weapon to have here in this situation.
Oh yeah, he's going to be Raoufless. Absolutely giving it with the heavy artillery if they get in front of him, Jukes. So 4Thrives want to play this smart. They need to be decisive with the attacks. Right now tucked in, looking for that window of opportunity. Scouting jump spot from Lord, just trying to get a read.
Look at Tops with the welding gun there, repairing those vehicles just in case. So that way they can possibly set up a little car wall, makeshift coverage here. No terraforming here in Erangel. You got to use what you got. And right now, I think Enigma Galaxy definitely learned their lesson after that last game. Look at them, just single tapping, making sure they conserve onto all that ammunition. Because they definitely won that last one, but just did not have it in the bag.
Every
Please
bullet
just
worth
my
its weight
name.
in gold right now. Little bit of a tag in the back as
And
well from the pot shots they're
6X.
taking on the vehicle. Disarm,
6Y.
a quick rotate for
Gamer
4 frags,
and
make it a bit more uncomfortable.
6X.
It's a good split to at least
6Y.
have hard cover if they go for this rotation
South
through the
out
open.
two.
And Furia starting to get some of the same medicine sent their way. You can't hold the wide peak anymore.
Slow things down. That is going to be the name of the game here. Oh, San getting picked off from Chief. Nice shots there, catches him underneath the buggy. And yeah, he's 100% getting thirsted here.
That's
My
filthy.
name is Subhan.
The angle he's
Mas
playing
क्या
for
कर
so
रहा है
long,
सुभान?
forced
ये
off,
तू
it
है?
goes back out. That Elim will be
Mas क्या
stolen
कर
over
रहा है?
by
इतने
Flash.
टाइम में कितना गया
Guarantee that one. And rip an extra point away from Furia. The play itself was nice, but
मेरा
amounts to naught.
prediction कैसे जाएगा भाई?
Paris getting
40.
excited tonight as well. Day one, Jukes, and already it's starting to get a bit of energy in the
NGX,
building. Let's hear it!
Let's get it going, baby! Here we
nice.
go! Oh, look at that. These guys are looking good here as
Big
Nick
shout
Galaxy's
out
gonna
to
try and do
Subhan,
their
भाई.
best to stop 4 Thrives in this situation. 4 Thrives looking very, very
4
set up.
Thrives ही
Team Flash
जीतेगा,
are
ये
gonna have
chicken
that
4
edge
Thrives का है
side
भाई,
for
मेरी
now,
prediction
but
4
with Tops
Thrives.
getting knocked here, that's gonna make things very difficult for them. Look at this. Enigma Galaxy inching up little by little, using their utility, using that vehicle. Here come the nades now, trying to throw a red zone on the 4 Thrives. 4 Thrives in big trouble. Here come all the nades. Lore gets a knock on the high level. You got Block now, having to dodge those nades little by little. IQ in the back line. Now jumping in the buggy, trying to move out into safety here, but Enigma Galaxy keep
अबे कितने
applying the
नेट लेके
pressure.
घूम रहे हो तुम लोग?
That's over 11 nades thrown, one after another, bombarding down, like you say, the mini red zone forming, keeping it uncomfortable for 4 Thrives, and Coops assists with a big pick to leave them in a risky position. Response back over. Ralph getting hit from the side as well as Flash. See their opportunity to try and steal points. The 4 Thrives cannot survive. They go down.
Enigma Galaxy continue to rocket launch themselves up these leaderboards. 12 eliminations for them. Now you got Team Flash and Furia to deal with. Chief, wow. Okay, no ammunition. Stuck shooting the DVS sniper from long range. I don't know what he's gonna do.
गई 4 Thrives.
With that.
It's ambitious, but I respect it.
What else are you gonna do?
Doing whatever they can, Jukes. As the action rages on, UMP from the back hits Flash. Another one goes down. Hey, Bowles, the only cover you've got to play with here.
This is Enigma Galaxy's game to win. They have the circle here. Nobody is in this zone except for Furia. And you can see Chief trying to get to that rock, maybe even possibly that crate. But this is going to be a tough rotation because Team Flash are staring exactly at them. But Team Flash, what are you going to do in this spot? You got no coverage. And Igor with that UMP is just applying so much pressure to them.
I'm 35, bro.
Even with the utility they had, though, like you say, the angle just completely cut off. If you want to go for an ambitious push out to Chief, effectively, can't do anything unless they get in his face, unless they push towards him. It's not going to happen that way. They're chaining the smokes together, taking a bit of space. If you can somehow prone up, maybe get lucky with what's inside, could be a response here, Jukes.
Let's see, Tops trying to hit those jump nades. Chief gets knocked, and that's going to cut off that angle completely. Down goes Igor. Here we go. Team Flash versus Enigma Galaxy. Team Flash is 7. Enigma Galaxy trying to make some plays. Tops hits the lay down real quick, barely dodging those bullets.
I can't believe he survived that. The stand up, sit down, keeping him guessing with the moves. He's able to top himself back up as well. The heels coming in. Rauf paranoid on the peak, looking for the angle. Extends to the left, Jukes barely survives the contact zone, coming in quick.
Oh, and now they're forced to run out in the wide open. They got to make some shots, got to have to make some plays. They hit the lay down, but down goes Lore. Tops running in the wide open, but where's Coops? When is he going to hit that shot? It's all up to him.
Coops down on the deck, Rauf moments away from death. Coops getting lit up. And that's Flash, hitting it heavy as they come in with a chicken dinner live from Paris.
Here we go, the last Eric Gale here of day one. And it's Team Flash getting that victory at the last second. That's one they definitely needed. They were pretty down on the leaderboard. You can see the crowd going nuts. Saying, it's our time to shine, baby.
Hey, we're loving the energy, Paris. Let's keep that up. That's what we want to see here. That's what PUBG Mobile World
Guys,
Cup's
जो
all
भी stream
about.
पे आ रहा है, like कर दो, subscribe
Let's
कर
get
दो.
it going. Hey, a great game
Bad
though,
luck
from
भाई,
Nick
चौथे
McGallis.
नंबर
You
पे आ
gotta
रहा है.
give it up to these
आइए
guys,
अपनी
putting up
40.
some great solid points, especially considering that our leaders ended up going down pretty early here. So you're gonna definitely see some movement on these
Bro, I
leaderboards.
live in Koita.
It's crazy how sick of a day we've already had, Jukes. Some of the storylines, some of the plays, right? It's been getting us enticing, but it feels like it still is a true day one where you're never really
I'm
sure.
from Koita.
You never know if there's going to be another twist in the narrative, another squad that might actually have a pop-off run. It's been one of the biggest things about the World Cup every year. Feels like by the time we get here, that skill level just hits its peak.
And this is the place to be, guys. Honestly, if you're a PUBG Mobile player and you want to feel what it's like to be at the pinnacle of esports, here at EWC is the place to be. I am not even kidding in the slightest. Everybody here is so excited, and now you can feel that
Address
tension
का क्या
though as it
करना है?
rises little by little.
Yes,
Just a quick
yes.
reminder. It is going to be Group A tomorrow, right? So we still got 8 matches left to go for this group. Top 5 moving
gamer
straight
कौन
into
है
the
तू
finals.
भाई?
And honestly, with all these squads, how well they're playing,
पता
I don't
है
even want to
तेरे
be
को.
thinking about the survival stage.
No, man, that's something for Max Man to worry about.
Yeah.
We're going to put our necks on the line with that one, Jukes. It's too hard to call. The competition's been spicy. And it's crazy as well, having that human element, right? The body language. You can see some of the squads we expected big things from. Some of those egg-on-your-face moments where you got to reset.
तू वही
Big crowd, big stage, gigantic
सुभान
arena.
है भाई,
So
तू
much
वही
noise. It's going to
सुभान
get
है.
to you, bud.
Yes,
PUBG
it
वाला.
is. And we can see we got James down in the field. Looks like we might get a little interview here soon.
अबे
That'd be
डक्की
nice
भाई
to see
किधर pro है?
inside of KRX, but all these guys, man,
एक
just
noob ने
having
दूसरे noob
to
को मारा
prep
भाई.
because yeah, things have been pretty hot so far, but they're gonna heat up even more as we're gonna be heading into Miramar now.
मेरे को अभी
Yeah,
यही
we're gonna
काम
be
रह
changing
गए
that
भाई.
scenery,
सारे
giving you
streamer
more
और
intense
आवाज
action.
पार्टियां करते रहेंगे.
Those final 2 games of the day should be absolute bangers, but I'm glad we're here for it, Jukes. Already,
Pro
it's been an
होंगे भाई, आप
exciting
लोग
event,
support करो.
and you can only imagine it's going to get
Pro
better from
जाएंगे,
here.
आप लोग support करो. अच्छी सी
That
PC
is
ले
a
लूंगा भाई.
fact
खुद
here.
automatically pro हो
So
जाऊंगा.
now we're gonna see how these teams are gonna be able to adapt, and they're gonna have to adapt pretty quickly. But I think it's time we do hear from James and KRX.
Guys, जो भी stream पे आ रहा है, like कर दो और subscribe कर दो.
Thank you very much. Yes, Kalaris
और
here,
आपको
as I am with
लगता है कौन सी
Hoxie
team
from
कौन सी
KRX,
team
and of course
आपकी
I've got Manix as well here to do the translations.
favorite team
So
है
my
भाई?
first question
Comment करके
is for
बताओ.
Hoxie. You guys, at the beginning of the year, had a
Gamer
very
तेरी
heavy
favorite
roster
team कौन सी
shakeup
है?
in Korea. How do you think KRX came out of that, considering Nongshin Red Force looks very strong at the moment as well? So what do you think?
일단 헉시 선수 첫 번째 질문으로는 사실 올해 초에 로스터 변경이 좀 크게 있었잖아요. 그래서 그런 로스터 변화를 통해서 좀 어떤 점이 좀 개선이 됐는지, 특히나 농심 레드포스 같은 또 강력한 팀들이 한국에 있다 보니까 좀 어떤 식으로 좀
예,
개선이
뭘
됐는지 좀
라이?
여쭤보고 싶네요.
일단 저희가 뭘 해야 되고 게임 내에서 어떤 게 중요한지를 잘 파악한 것 같고 로스터 변화에는 오히려 제가 생각하기로는 좀 더 좋다고 생각해서
मेरे साथ तो एक
로스터
सुभान
변화에는
खेलता है भाई. अगर
문제가
वही
없는 것
सुभान हो
같고
PUBG वाले तो
저희가 이번에 뭘 해야 될지를 잘 정한 것 같습니다 이번에.
ये अपना real name
Yeah,
बताओ
coming
भाई
this year,
कौन है?
their roster change, but I think the roster change
Furkan
actually
तो नहीं
went
हो
in our
भाई.
favor. I think we had a really good teammates. But that being said, I think we
देखो
mostly
भाई,
focused on
तुम्हारे
what
comment
we
करने
should
से
do in
पहले.
game, what we should focus in the team play. So I think all the way we could make a cohesive team play overall. So I think
तेरे
that
comment से
went
पहले मैं
pretty well so
पहचान
far.
गया.
Okay,
फुरकान है.
fantastic. And talk to me about today's performance so far. You got second place to
Yes,
Aurora
sir,
in that
Furkan.
Erangel game as
Good
well.
stuff.
A good compound to be able to play that from. Talk to me about the team's perspective and if you guys thought you were going to be able to win out that game against Aurora at the end.
이제 또 마지막에 치킨을 좀 아쉽게 놓친 판이 있었는데 그 오로라 상대로 사실 좀
मेरे को शक हो रहा
좀
था
더 잘했을 수
कि कौन
있을지
है.
사실 그
이거
집을 먼저
기운이
먹으면서
약해요.
사실 좀 더 잘
아직까지
출발했었는데 좀 아쉽게 치킨을 좀
알아서.
놓쳐서 그 부분에 대해서는 좀 어떻게 생각하시는지
मैं ठीक था
궁금합니다.
그 판에 대해서는 제가 마지막에 투척이
कौन
우리가
सी
없는
टीम
걸
कौन सी
알았는데
टीम तुम
투척이 없을
फेवरेट है
때 좀 더
तुम्हारी?
좋은
फुरकान?
능선을 잡고 과감하게 했어야 되는데 그러지 못한 게 패배 요인이었던 것 같습니다.
Yeah, so in the last moment, I think we made a mistake. Obviously, we didn't have any grenades stuff.
तुम्हारी
So
कौन सी
when we didn't
favorite
have
team है
grenades, I
इसमें?
think we should have been more
इस वर्ल्ड
aggressive
कप
with
में कौन
taking
सी
more.
फेवरेट टीम है तुम्हारी?
on the high ground.
Yeah.
So I think in that way, I think we made a mistake by not doing so. So I think that was a takeaway from our that game as well.
All right, well, thank you very much, Roxy. Thank you very much, Maddox here, as we have KRX fighting.
Hoops is all I've been hearing backstage, because the man from Enigma Galaxy is causing this team to fly up the leaderboard. You can thank Seven for that. He's been shouting it non-stop, and for good reason. Hoops, talk us through game number 3. You guys do an incredible 2-2 split to push out all esports, obviously before that final fight against Go Team. What was going on in the comms? What was the decision to make that 2-2 split and get aggressive?
In the beginning, it was to send me as a solo to hold him, but we knew that they were like the main threat to us in that game, so we decided to send 2 to push them and 2 to hold the other team. And yeah, the call was just to push them, kill them, and then focus on Go Team. But we lost the game, but it happens. Did Go Team just get on top of you too quickly, or was it like you didn't have time to reset quick enough, or was it just one of those things where you guys just got pushed off cliff? Yeah, we didn't have time to reset. Like we had 2 knocks, so it was hard to reset, and they took they had a good game, good game, good team. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Now, game 4, you're in a huge open position. There's so much space, but also there's not much cover. You guys see 4 thrives over to your right. Incredible nades. You just absolutely bombarded them with nades, closed them out to give yourselves loads of space. How was that kind of opening that kind of space up to create such an incredible position for yourselves going into the final stages of that map? Talk us through kind of like how Rauf was kind of leading the charge, as it were. Rauf, he told us to save our nades because later in the zone, they'll be all stuck in one spot. And so as soon as they went to that one spot, we all just threw nades on them, and we killed them like in 2 seconds, maybe. And that was it. Fair enough. Finally, before I let you go, buddy, you didn't have an opportunity to compete at PMGO this year. However, obviously, you've rejoined this team for this event, this LAN. How have you got yourself prepared, both mentally and obviously amongst the team, to come into the event like this and perform so well straight off the bat? Of course, we had a tournament before this one in Macau, and we didn't do great. So that kind of like woke us up to do better for this World Cup, because obviously everyone wants to win the World Cup, and so do we. That's a fair point. Short and sweet, love it. Coops, thank you very much for joining me in this interview. Best of luck to the rest of your games today for Enigma Galaxy. But for now, we're going to go somewhere, and we're going to be back with more PUBG Mobile for you guys. See you later.
Points दिखाओ भाई. आ गया स्पॉन्सर आ गया. Focus on or you are next to Esports World Cup. अरे यार ये बफरिंग मत किया करो ना, वरना मैं HD में जैसे चलाया कर सकूँगा. यार निंजा वाला बहुत जबरदस्त इवेंट था पबजी का. इसी इवेंट में इन लोगों ने स्पाइडरमैन वाला भी दे दिया भाई. 2 अच्छे इवेंट एक साथ. यार अभी समझ नहीं आ रहा है निंजा के लिए कोई के पबजी स्पाइडरमैन के लिए भाई. दोनों मस्त है भाई, बहुत जबरदस्त इवेंट दिए दोनों.
Flash was able to
नारुतो
perform
वाला भी
so
और
well, but
स्पाइडरमैन वाला भी.
hang on, where are we going?
कितने मैच हो गए आज के भाई?
Oh, it's coming back to us.
Oh, hi.
Okay, there you go.
Hi.
Now we're back where we belong.
Somewhere.
We ended up going somewhere, and it's none other than here at the studio with Lace, Maxman, Niptura, and the 7WG. Team Flash was able to perform so well as in that last game, but honestly, KRX has been performing really good so far today.
I mean, all of SEA, SA, all those regions doing really good right now. But yeah, KRX were looking absolutely fantastic today, and it's really good to see during the interview how they were able to build back some confidence and strong team play after all of these shuffles they had at the start of the year in Korea's like the big Korean shuffle. But this fight in particular, this was game 2, the first Durang of today. Al Ula crashing into God compound onto KRX. A lot of smokes coming out, and then you see Hoxie instantly getting the knock onto Quick. They push up. The reaction time of this push is absolutely incredible. But then the nades, 1 grenade, 2 grenades, 3 grenades coming out. Boom! Squad wipe. One of the quickest fights I have ever seen in this esports. What a play from KRX. So damn impressive.
That's very nice. Very nice nades.
I'm happy you enjoyed that segment.
Very nice nades.
It's great.
I'm okay.
Great nades there from KRX.
Yeah.
But Team Flash, I'm going to have to send it back to you, Max, because with this squad, I mean, we finally saw what I feel like you've been wanting to see out of Team Flash. That they can frag out, and not only that, they can also win games, because it has been a bit of a hit and miss as well at the start of the day. They ended up securing the top 5, but besides that, they were really not performing that well.
I have one thing to say about Team Flash, right? Wow, no, okay, moving on a more serious note. No, they get 20 points here, and as you said, right, a little bit of a slower start, especially that first Durang off today. I feel like a lot of indecision being made. But the way they control the eastern side of that field, which I was a bit skeptic, if the circle doesn't favor them, how are they going to make use of that field? And you know what? I was actually slightly wrong of that play, because they put Win on top of that shed in particular, Niptura. And one very crucial point of this game for Team Flash, he was not spraying Niptura. He was one-tapping to make sure he saves as much ammo as possible for that final push onto Enigma Galaxy to get the win. Those small, minute details are what makes these winning moments possible for teams such as Flash.
No, it's so good. It's a great point you bring up. This team loves to do these massive splits across one side of zone exactly for this reason. You know, if a zone is going to go their way or go in a direction that favors them, they will always be in zone no matter where it goes. So it's a really, really good setup play from them in the mid game, and then they're able to just play off of that. That Shack play was really, really good for them, and they're just able to use, you know, this momentum pushing forward with these hay bales, just trying to get anywhere at all times. And, you know, Nigma, they know exactly where Nigma is at this point, because they just had that massive fight before Thrives, as they're able to use the terrain to their advantage. A very good game from Flash, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, touching on 4 Thrives, I mean, from the beginning they had that, you know, the defense in the building. They weren't sort of putting on the eliminations that they had from those previous games, but that's okay. They could have worked on their placement there, obviously getting into that final zone. And the nade spam. Look, it was not probably in their playbook, but that was sort of a great sort of hold. They had line of sight on those certain teams, but were caught off guard. But I mean, a better performance from them, but not kind of the eliminations and the kills that we're expecting to see from 4 Thrives. But I mean, they're still at the top of the leaderboard there. So it's, you know, it's not their best game that they have put out today, but it's still a great contention.
Yeah. Indeed, indeed. And for everybody currently watching, don't forget that you can actually experience the PUBG Mobile Fan Zone. It will be open through August 11th through the 16th. Experience the PUBG Mobile firsthand. Join the exciting activities. And not only that, it's including the Naruto and PUBG Mobile collaboration. Maybe you get a chance to win some awesome rewards, a t-shirt, a tote bag, and the Spider-Man activity set collectible plush toys as well. Watch the matches live, cheer in the fan zone, and you might get a chance to win some awesome stuff. Special weekend appearances. There'll be some mystery guests, so keep an eye out on all that awesome stuff with the fan zone. You were trying to say something about 4 Thrives there, Max? I saw you getting no?
It was really just a meme of like, I want to put the William Dafoe gif of like he's going, oh,
yeah,
oh, with all the grenades going. That was all I had to add. Great analysis from your boy.
Wait, before we go overall, come back to us real quick. Thank you so much, because right now I want to do something before we see the overall. Furia, before this match, they were in the bottom 3. And I want to start a segment called Maxman Likes to Curse a Team, because he was able to pick, who was it, Silence?
Silence is my MVP of the entire tournament. Good this game. He just threw the chicken at me. So it's not just yet, okay? Don't
watch yourself.
like me on Instagram.
Let's do this. You can actually reverse it. Grab the chicken real quick. Say something bad about Furia.
मैच हो चुके हैं मेरे को तो ये भी नहीं पता था मैंने फर्स्ट मैच से watch party करनी थी लेकिन मैं कई जरूरी काम से चला गया
Let's take a look at the overall so we can see the standings so far after 4 matches. That was actually
I don't believe it, but you said first thing that came to mind, there was nothing worse than that.
Right there, Max.
Enigma Galaxy, a huge surprise for everybody as they have been showing up today, putting up 40 points total, currently in first place and actually overtaking KRX, Niptura.
It's so nice to see from Enigma Galaxy. I was really hoping that we'd see some something from them, and 40 points, I think, qualifies as something. At one little point, I do want to make very clear, though, is like, yes, Nigma was having all of these big splits off the west side of zone, but basically doing something very similar to Team Flash, right, Max? You know, doing all of this. But one thing I want to make a point on is we did see them take out the vehicle of 4 Thrives. In response, or not in response, but on the opposite side of that, they were using the welding gun to actually repair their vehicles. They did a field finish. That's so instrumental to have that extra cover.
Yeah, if they had a hovercraft, it would have been really a good use of that welding gun. But you know what? They did have the regular vehicles. But here on the second page of the rankings, we need to highlight X-Force Rejects, Thundertalk Gaming, Al-Ula Club Esports, and you know what?
Wow.
I don't think I'm too disappointed in like the 2 other teams, but the most disappointing one for me in particular is Al-Ula. They kind of gave me a bit of hope. I was like, oh my god, Mina, let's go. Al-Ula doing so good in the spring season in some of those events. Even globally, we've seen some real sparks from this squad. Claw in particular, and Quick, with just 2 individual fragging powerhouses. And they kind of slowed down. And right now, 16th position, I feel like they are way better than the bottom 3. We can see a comeback from this team, hopefully, by the end of today on Miramar.
I'm actually a bit disappointed by X-Force Rejects. I expected a lot more. Now this is their 3rd global as well. I was talking with the players. They were saying they're having some communication issues. Hopefully that's going to end up changing. It's been 4 matches. One team that I know you're currently disappointed with, Neptura, is none other than Orangutan. And why is that?
What? Okay, how do I say this? How do I say this? It's not very nice. No, honestly, why? Why in a global are we taking a fight, getting a knock, and then going, hey, the guy that's already knocked and can't do anything, let's just focus on him. And then just leaving it all open for the rest of the team to go, actually, while you were focused on a knocked player, we're actually going to be able to come in, backstab you, get rid of you, you have 1 point. Congratulations, it's going to get you real far.
Yeah, by the way, she's talking about none other than OG versus Ulf in that last match.
That is true.
I mean, look, I'm happy with the aggression that they've shown. So from match number 1, whereas prioritizing placement, they took the risk. They took the drive-by risk to be able to capitalize on their eliminations. I wish that they would have done that against Flash on the northern side, and I think they would have won that contention and been able to take their way plus eliminations into the later game. But OG showing that aggression is exactly what I was hoping to see from them. So I was excited to see that. Are getting some points on the board and being able to like at least get something for them, because I know they've got the placement. They can do that, but it was really cool to see them be able to have that aggression as well.
Like one thing that is very different when you're playing in your home region and then going to a global event is like those slight timing mistakes or even like slight overcommits, etc. really are going to get punished so quickly and like heavily going into a global event such as PMWC, and we're not even talking about PMGC at the end of this year. That's going to get crazy based on who qualifies. But yeah, I feel like just more confidence and just fixing those slight timing issues could really help them get so many more point averages across the board.
For OG, a lot of people don't have them currently in top 5, and it's showing why, but we do have them going to survival, and right now they're hitting those metrics, but hopefully they'll end up improving a lot more. But before we actually go into game 5, let's send it over to our amazing Blank and Claris.
That's right, thank you very much, guys. Of course, we want to reminisce and go back to game number 3.
We do.
And talk about a theoretical notion. Could Nigma Galaxy have won that game? Talk to me, Black. What do you think?
Oh, it's some real philosophical notes going on right now. Yeah, I feel like there was a moment where if they didn't push Ulf, potentially there was a big win there. We got to hear from Coops actually in terms of his knowledge about it, how they wanted to go down. He said it all just fell a little bit apart. I mean, as soon as that smoke train came through, it was a big issue, right, for when Goat started to push. But I feel like Nigma Galaxy could have absolutely won that game. But so far, they've come very close, twice now in second place, which is huge.
And the last game as well, I just briefly kind of had a small chat with Ralph there, and he was saying that he thought on the left side it was only a solo. So actually getting that little bit of an insight as to how they kind of looked at that field position and that field play is quite insightful. But 2 second place, nothing to sniff at. I think that they're kind of on the track here to do very well in this group.
They are, sorry. I mean, the bounce back from essentially what is an unheard of position in Rondo, where you go out as a full 4-man in the first 2 minutes of the game, to now being up there on the top 5. This is a fantastic result. They've been gambling, they've been taking risks, and now is the time to be greedy, to take those risks, Kalaris.
You were casting. Do you think that Coops being here now properly with the roster, he's been kind of a bit of a game changer? Obviously, it's always nice to see Coops here alongside the roster. Yeah. He did miss out on 1 or 2 of the internationals.
He always knocks it out of the park. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. I think Coops is a genuinely a very, very good player. I think he brings the team together. I think Lord bounces off him very well. Satan and Ralph play very well as a two-man, but you do sort of need a player for Lord to bounce off of as well. And I think Coops is that guy. In the past, he used to be the lad as well. For NigmaGalaxy, they were always received as quite a passive team, but I think that Coops applies a bit that more aggression that they need to follow up on, which has got them to these really, really high heights today.
All right, well, thank you very much, Blank. I need you to do the bats again as we knock that ball straight on over to the commentator team. Oh, and it's a home run from Blank. A beautiful connection there with a microphone back. Caught perfectly by Jukes as we set ourselves back up for another spectacular game of PUBG Mobile. Back in the building, the lights are changing. You know what that means, Jukes? It's PUBG time.
That is right, and not just any kind. It's Miramar, baby. Let's get it going. We are headed to the desert. 2 more matches left to go, and at the end of this one, we are halfway done with the group of death, Group A. And just a reminder for anybody that could be just tuning in, I don't know why you weren't here on time, because this has been a wild show so far. But remember, it is top 5. Top 5 move straight to the finals. Bottom 3 are done. Their keys will be crushed tomorrow, and the rest of those teams are going to have to make it happen in the survival stage. But it ain't over yet. Let's get into match number 5.
Oh yeah, baby. Another plane path from the go. We start to change the scenery, like you said, moving into Miramar. Hopefully should be another exciting game as well. We've seen an exchange of blows from various different squads today, Juice. It's been kind of hard to predict if it'll be a consistent run from a lot of our teams, but known quantities building up their points. And the top 3 right now looking a little bit more defined. It's good to see some of the big squads getting the flex going.
Yeah, now we got NigmaGalaxy pushing their way all up the way to first place, so they are sitting pretty here. So take a look at the most eliminations. Block still owns that top spot, 13 eliminations. He's busted out a baker's dozen here.
Prediction
not far behind him there with 10, and now you look as far as when it comes to that damage. Top, he's gonna be on top there with 2,300.
Los Leones
right behind him.
El Fazo.
Good to see, man.
El Fazo. यहाँ पे बनेगा देखना
सर्कल. Came in like an inferno, but I think he just hit his stride immediately from game 1 when the shots were on point. It's the way he's going into these fights as well. He's just handling himself with this almost arrogant-like confidence, where it doesn't matter what's around. If he just hits his shots, plays his game, doesn't seem to buckle under the pressure that you know is there. It's a big stage. A lot of excitement. Paris has been getting loud as well. We've got our zone for this one, Jukes. That's a lot of water, buddy. That's H2O for you.
That is way too much water. We got a crazy shift on the Let's see who's going to be able to make them move. Can you imagine getting the island finish here?
Oh, don't even.
In pairs? Oh,
don't even.
I should have even said it. I shouldn't have even said it.
Like, drop the Eiffel Tower in, mate. That's all we need. Let's get it on brand, Jukes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's that synergy right there. But hey, you know what, teams? Drop it safely here. That's what I like to see, you know, because every time we go into a different map, especially on day 1, never know if we're going to reach one of those hot drops here. But hey, take there a look at the bottom left. Go ahead and join that Uzumaki event. That Naruto. Get those skins quick and fast and in a hurry.
Don't get much hotter than that. Maxman's been ranting and raving about them all day. I've not heard him say anything else other than Naruto. So fair play, Max. We know you love it, and you're rightfully so in that opinion. But hey, you're right on the money. That last game, obviously pretty aggressive on the hot drop, right? GK versus GOAT. Didn't really work out too well for GOAT, did it? Moxie barely limped away, tail tucked between his legs, resulted in him falling relatively middle of the game, but gets nothing from it, just the solo. So goodbye to any points being earned on that one. Learn from your mistakes, dropping further up, they're going to keep themselves safe. Noses clean at least for the opening drops.
Yeah, very safe. I like to see that here, because right now it's honestly crunch time, especially for honestly these teams at the bottom, right? We've been talking about the squads up top, but I mean, what is going on with a team like Thundertalk? Thundertalk Gaming, 15th place, only 12 points on the board. X-Force Rejects right next to him. Aula in really big trouble with only 10. Honestly, if they really want to extend their tournament life here, now's the time, right? Get a good Miramar game here and now, and that could be just enough to at least extend that tournament just a little bit longer.
You need to give yourself some sort of confidence as well. Like you say, right, getting towards the end of day one here, it starts to sink in the reality of the situation. If you're down those bottom two spots, by the time you get back to the hotel, but it's the fear that creeps in. You never want to leave your fate in the hands of another team.
This chicken is...
Definitely do not. Huge prize pool here for the group stage by itself. Over $1 million on the line just for this stage. Survival stage is going to have 152,000, but as we get to the finals, that's 1.7 million, man. That's some serious cheddar, and that's what everybody's going to be hunting down right here. Aurora going to be one of those squads for sure. They're sitting pretty in third place. This could be a good game for these top squads, though, to make that gap, right? Just in case tomorrow doesn't go their way fully, at least it'll lock them in position to hopefully make it straight into those finals.
That's where you want to be, the best of the competition. The tournament here only going to get more and more enticing. It's like you say, life-changing money in reality that's on the line there, but it's not only the cheddar, you got the bread on either side. That's a sandwich prize pool.
Oof. And we are in Paris. They got phenomenal bread
here.
Hey, but get that up right now, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Turn up.
मैं काफी टाइम से देख रहा हूँ, मुझे मजा भी आ रहा था देखने में। इस बार मैंने सोचा भाई US पार्टी देखना तो वैसे भी है।
Head on over to Los Leones. We got
शायद हमारे दोस्त भी आ जाए, वो भी देखने लग जाए।
One of them I'm gonna be looking at is those teams in my hot seat right now. Aula, you're gonna be one of them. They're all the way up in La Correria. That's gonna be on the complete opposite side of this circle. They gotta get moving here pretty quick.
For the pedal to the metal, start to get a bit of movement on the go. A fan favorite right now here in Paris as well, and a team that's so dominant, it's easy to understand why. 4-5's looking absolutely delicious out there today, Jukes. It's been big plays from the roster, and of course, the one man in Falak that's been really flying the organization's banner high.
Yeah, he's making it happen here, man. Hey, big shout outs to 4-Thrives. I mean, they end up winning PMGO Season 1, something that honestly, a lot of people didn't predict. Their fans went wild, brought home a global trophy on the side of Pakistan, but now we're going to see X-Force Rejects getting into a battle with Geekay, and this is a loss they just can't afford.
Well, our opening elim of the game then go in the way of Ragnarok as he slams down early and gets that first pick hammered through. So Reject, probably feeling a bit rejected on that one, but got to give up any space they got. Fragment out.
It's tough, especially considering that they were already in the circle, so losing a player that early is not good. Unfortunate on the side of X-Force Rejects, just everything going wrong. But still 3 players up. They could bounce back. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that, as a lot of the teams that were outside of the circle are finally starting to make that great rotation and find their little place in the zone. But where do you think this next zone is going to go, Jackie? Huh?
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind.
Let's do it.
You know what? Play devil's advocate, bro. Let's do it. Let's make this as awkward as humanly possible, Jukes.
Let's go. I want to see some swimming action here.
We've already had a bit of treading water today. We'll see if it happens once again. On your point as well, though, man, in some comfortable squad like Reject, right? We're talking about squads at the bottom of our overall standing right now. They're down there. They're literally trying to keep their heads above water in a sea of points that are being accumulated by the other squads above them. And losing one player, sure, as much as sometimes you can manage the situation early doors like this when you've had a rough run today, that's the difference of you just bottoming out again, having that extra layer, the upset, the sadness mounting on you, Dukes. It gets a bit uncomfortable, bro.
That's for sure. And it's pretty crazy because, yeah, the level of competition here is ridiculous. I'm telling you guys, right before we came up here to start casting these matches, I walked by a lot of these players and I saw their coaches, and pretty heavy conversations. Let's put it that way. You know, I didn't see very much of like, oh, you know, good job, it's okay. No, it was pretty much just like, what are you doing, right? How are we gonna? We cannot afford these mistakes. So the pressure is definitely on here. But we're seeing some great adjustments from some squads, right? GamerBlitzYt lost that game 3 by just so dang close, but ended up having a good bounce back couple of matches, and now they're on top of the leaderboards. But you can't let off the gas pedal just yet. Let's see where that next zone's gonna go, baby. Are we gonna go to the water? No! It goes right back to the mainland. It's gonna be a La Bendita finish. So all these teams on the south side, that's going to be 4 Thrives, going to have to start making their way on up.
Yeah, ignore the coast, get back to the mainland, and set your focus on what's yet to come. And like you touched on there, bro, so many small margins that have defined some of our games today. Ammunition economy being a big one there. Big change up from them, though. We heard from the man himself about the setup with the call with the late nades. It was like 12 nades back to back. Crazy. That was horrific to be under. You go from thinking, yeah, we can kind of slow this one down, snake it out a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. That pressure applying. Honestly, if you're going to take out 4 Thrives, that's the way to do it, right? Use them, utilize that util as much as you possibly can. Enigma Galaxy, we're not wasting any of it right there. And, you know, speaking of, like, resources, that's the one thing that you really got to make sure I'm pointing out when it comes to Miramar. This is the resource management map. You want to make sure you got plenty of that 5.5, plenty of health kits here, and a nice, fresh vehicle. Because that is going to be the way to win this one. And this is a very typical game now. It's still stage number 2, only 1 player down so far. So this end zone is gonna get hectic. Everyone lining up to climb over each other. Ooh. We say it's quiet, but finally there's a bit of noise. Flash once again playing their card. That's attack onto Reefus. Instantly get him dropped down on his legs there. Win looking for more, over top angle, good spam, slight tag, but not enough to convert it into a frag on the getaway.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna push this at all. Yeah, you just gotta let Aurora find their way in. Nice little pick off there. Aurora gonna have to do something with 3 players up now. Reefus getting taken out. And that zone, now we're starting to see teams really start flexing and take up as much real estate as they possibly can. But one of the teams that hasn't found a spot just yet is going to be Aurora Gaming. You saw that sign on that building. Beautiful day. Starting to feel a little bit less beautiful, though, as this blue zone starting to creep on it.
Yeah, normally blue skies are a nice sight, mate. Not here.
Yeah, not that one.
No.
No.
That's going to be painful. Nip away at your heels and leave it feeling a bit uncomfortable, like some of the squads that have had a bit of a rough day today. But we'll focus on the better signs of life and see if anyone can build off of this.
I'm going to see what feeling Fury are going to do something here. I mean, they're on that western side of the map, right there underneath that La Vendita sign. And the zone ends up going in their direction, so another good sign for them. Let's see how they're going to approach this next circle. As we still got a lot of squads, Aurora being one of them, AGAL, even 4 Thrives are going to have to creep their way into this next zone. Going to have to do it pretty carefully. When you get a northern shift like that northern side is usually wide open, so I'm expecting to see some teams kind of hug that circle and trying to find their way up to the top.
वो north की side पे भाई area
काफी खुला है भाई. Well, Coop's getting the read. That's Flash just up on the higher ridge there. Lord repositioning in the buggy, needs to get it to cover, not quick enough. Shot straight on target, Juice, and they're going to follow up with this, it seems. Instant engage off the opening pick. They've got an advantage for the fight. 2-2 split either side. Coop's got a bail. Should be a free flush on Lord. Aurora on the road as well. This could get pretty spicy.
Woo. Flash, being true to their name, they're not wasting no time. They're moving quick here. And now Win is knocked. Bo's going to be able to try to find an angle to get him rezzed. But Aurora Gaming, oh, look at that. Top and Doc are now down. As Gaming Stars are putting in that work. Both these teams just kind of driving around, trying to find safety anywhere they can get it.
Hey, far back as well. That's Scarface from Ulf getting the line up with the bolt action. Quick with the car. Hits that. Snipes one down. Aurora absolutely wiped off the battleground. Mopped up like a spilled drink, but that was quick.
Way too quick. Gotta pick that up here as Falak now with the shotgun. Trying to get the knock here. Tops is in big trouble. He's down to 1 HP, but Bo's able to get that support. IQ, though, gets his revenge as well, and the instant thirst. Falak is in a safe position for now. T24 going to throw out those smokes and try to pick up their main fragger quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's good to see from IQ. Big brains, but bigger brawn being played with on that one with the quick shots back over to buy time for them to reset off the engagement. Similar scenario for Win here on Flash. See if they can get him recovered and live to fight on from it. All kicked off with an awkward engagement, really, right?
Yeah, just like that. I mean, that's what I'm telling you. It's just like any little slight mistake, it's going to get punished. And now Aurora's gone. Team Flash are down to just one. Actually, nope, that is it. Gone in a Flash, and that's two of our top squads. That's it, second, fourth place. Huge opportunity, especially for a team like Four Thrives to put themselves back at the top of the leaderboards and see if they can do it, though. As X-Force rejects. That's a team that definitely needs some points. Shiva's got that mini, and hopefully try to use it to steal away some eliminations. As we head into our next circle, it's going to go on up to the north.
Shifting on through, GOAT team potentially going to be showing us something to work with as well as this action's been building. He might make a play a little bit later as well, bro. Make that look like a major 14 from the lineup. Start to snipe down onto him. Had a read from the angle, but doesn't play his card. And you can see everyone starting to usher their way forward as well. OG trying to catch whiff of the drive-by reverb from Reject on the move. They're already set up with some safety to play with, so just scanning the periphery right now.
Take your time, take your time. Try to catch some of these players out. Devil's wide out in the open here. That vehicle is smoking. It's on fire now. One more shot's gonna do it. Devil surviving. Barely there as that vehicle just exploded. But he should be able to run and get to safety inside that shack with his teammate. Good old reverb.
Suppose it makes sense, man. Devil playing with fire there. Able to withstand the heat. Get himself tucked back in with his teammate. Counting his blessings on that one.
Yeah, barely able to make it out there. Extend that game just a little bit longer here. Moving on over, we're going to see Enigma Galaxy here. All right, there we go. They're going to be holding this ridgeline for now. GK trying to catch AGAL on the top of this hillside. Nice nades, applying some more shots there. Ooh, nice turn from Easy, but not able to get the flush. Shots ringing out back and forth. Players from all over the place getting knocked here. Ragnarok gonna have to make a play here on Flower Age, though.
It's got to be huge from him. Looked like Bad Boy had the read with the quick flick, but wasn't fast enough to make him sit down. Ragnarok, two squads to deal with. Knows his teammates' days are numbered. Got to cut his losses on saving them, but look to at least build and survive himself. Tucks further back. Limited cover to play with. Flower H flushing out back onto Bad Boy as well. The DRX opt to just cut their losses. They're not going to overcommit to it. They had a look in, but they play for a better setup rather than forcing the issue. Ragnarok might be able to get one save in here. At least a duo Jukes.
Man, he definitely took his time here. I would have liked to see him kind of just make that push and just try to make a play, but instead, he waited, sacrificed one of his teammates, gets the res, and now they're on the move. But for how long, right? This next zone, that's how long. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was like a few seconds at most, mate.
I think I couldn't even count. It was done. Oh, Sapji though, and he's gone. That happened again.
It's unlucky. It's unlucky.
It is what it is.
Way he goes as GK crumble on that one.
Look
to reply. Fair play, man. You know, he had a mindset to it. Cut your losses, run off as a solo. Conversion rate probably not great, right? So he at least attempts to reset. Like you say, blink and you miss it, though. Forget about it.
Oh, out of there. Okay, Four Thrives are up, though. They're still in the mix here. Got themselves a nice little valley. They're big chilling right now, just playing it nice and quiet. That's what it's all about. You know, when you get a position like this, the best of the best, this is how they do it. You got to have that aggression and passiveness, like a light switch, right? The second you know when it's time to get going, boom, the whole four on the move immediately. And let's see if they're going to do that now as this next zone is about to pop. Where are we going? We're going dead center. We're going down south. Hey, dead center right here. So, yeah, Four Thrives are going to have a great strategy here. You know what that is? Do nothing, dude. Just stay right there for now.
Just sitting pretty.
Flash
they've been making it look good. It's been pretty beautiful the way it's gone so far. TT in the background as well, not looking great there. Unideal rotation, mate. Yeah, it's been a bit uncomfortable, really, Jukes.
Super unfortunate. Yeah, they're down a player, but they're in 15th place, 13 points. That ain't going to cut it. And honestly, like, yeah, a lot of teams at a certain point, they're just like, hey, let's just make it to the survival stage. But that just pushes your tournament life only 2 more days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that survival stage is going to be rough. So with so many games left, hey, start making something happen. Try to sneak one of those top 5 positions, because that's going to guarantee you to the big show.
You got to build that pathway there. Like the tagline says, nothing is granted for Falak, though. That's an instant connection over. Moxie revealing his card as well from GOAT team there. Finally, a little bit of excitement from GOAT. Been a very quiet game from them. They might be tested as the compound crash comes in swiftly. Thundertalk's getting silent, hitting him with a shush as Foopsman delivers again. Swift moves to the rifle up close. Switches to the secondary and makes it look simple. Looking for the pickup play as well, Jukes, as Thundertalk are out again.
Yeah, kind of a crazy push there, just getting punished instantly. But GOAT said, hey, we'll take those all day long. We need all the eliminations that we can get. Now we're going to see Force just trying to apply a little bit of pressure there onto AGAL. RRQ near the broken plane are now outside of this circle. Yeah, they're getting picked off little by Furia.
Gaming Star with the overlook in the rear as well. So many free bits of information being provided between these teams that are scrapping right now. They're looking for the lineup with the nades down onto Raouf. It's good sideline angle. Stereo chucks from those nades. Angle exposed. Good connection. That's Raouf knocked.
Here we go. Things starting to heat up here as you got Coops now on the move. Looking to get in the action. But Furia, they need all these eliminations. Silence, he's got that DBS. He's waiting for that push-up. Trying to avoid some of these nades, so he might catch his player off guard. He does. Nice little pre-shot, but gets turned on. And RRQ now getting shot on the other side of NigmaGalaxy. NigmaGalaxy said, we'll take these points all day long. As now, they're going to be on the third party here. Ayala trying to slow him down. Oh, the run over, not going to happen. As Ayala switching to the mini. Getting it done. Now it's up to Satan here, throwing out the mollies. They don't connect. Oh, what a stiff arm on the side of Furia.
Oh, try as he might to withstand and keep on fighting. Finally buckles on that one. We came into this saying it looks like it's more defined now with some of our top squads, but one by one, they've been removed from the equation. Furia getting lit up as well with the push from Al-Nula as they take space off them, Jukes.
There we go. Al-Nula need to start making something happen here, and they do, but it is going to be Gaming Star stealing away some of those eliminations. Al-Nula really needed every single one of them. They only get one so far, and they are all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard. So Al-Nula, you cannot hesitate. We talk about that light switch, right? Flip that aggression on. You got to do it just a little bit faster.
Now, as much as it's been quiet from their POV with Ulf, you've seen them starting to show up in the elim feed with those shots from distance. They've been pretty good with some of the connections they've had off the DMRs to steal away points in amongst the commotion from other squads. We get their full POV there as they start to advance, get a bit of a read on things. KRX, they've been playing more of a quiet, passive rotate. They've had a lot of opportunities where they could have fought Jukes, but they've been thinking about the end game.
Yeah, and they're thinking about those leaderboards right now, right? You got NigmaGalaxy out, you got Team Flash out. Putting some points on the board here is critical, especially when you got 4 Thrives still in the mix here with all 4 up. But yeah, look at that, 4 Thrives. Falak getting a knock onto Aaron with that nade. Definitely want to go take a look at that one there. As the zone is starting to close. Ooh, bounce nade just a little bit too short. So it looks like we'll be able to get that reset, so very fortunate for them. But 4 Thrives now know exactly where they're at.
Keeping them guessing at least with the moves. Decent amount of awkward cover to play with, so it's hard to get those clean connections off. If the fight breaks out from the squads in front with OG and 4 Thrives, you can attempt to move up on it. Limited utility, though, it seems, between the players right now. One nade in the hands for Scarface. Smoke going to go up so they can close the gap somewhat. Rifles in play, shots on Scarface. Taking a decent amount of damage off it. And he get that one on target. Woo! It's ACOM up top. Smooth shots over. Low on health here, Jukes. Meanwhile, T24 And 4 Fribes as a roster actually shutting down gaming
Nice,
stars that were encroaching in. It's all starting to bubble up, Jukes.
Hey, 4 Thrives say, hey, you know what, it's time to pop up and get in the mix here. They're going to get into the action. As Orangutan, you're going to need to hit these nades, and if you get one, let's see what WizGod can do. Going to have to make some shots outside. Inside these windows. Oh, never mind. Jumps out the door. Oh, but just a little bit too late. Gets turned around. And now Ulfer on the push. Trying to soak up as many eliminations as they can. Meanwhile, 4 Thrives. Just looking like a lion in the jungle, ready to strike.
Clawing through the competition with ease. Once again, Falak comes out swinging. Heavy is the hand of Falak. As he starts to slap his way through the competition here. Rotate back over, set their attention on Orangutan and Ulf and see if they can third party onto this awkward encounter. Nades being primed. Top floor control there with a DBS watching the run.
Wow.
But it's the nade they didn't expect. Blows them away from the back.
4 Thrives, sealing away those points. A cop, though, does get that knock on the Falak. That's going to buy them a little bit of time here. Huzaifa's right up. He gets Scarface looking for a little bit more. The blue zone starting to close in just a minute here. And 4 Thrives are dominating this building. OG are completely stuck.
Trapped in position and panicking as Huzaifa goes absolutely ballistic on the cleanup. Shuts down Ulf, rips them away from any potential plays and looks to do more single-handedly. This is scary now, Jukes. Orangutan trapped still. Finally on the peek out. That's a knockback. Alula with a third party from the top.
That angle that was so dominant. Quick finally crests that hill and makes 4 Thrives just slow down just a little bit. They still have 2 players up. 8 eliminations though. That's going to put them into second place. Only a few points away from that top spot. Alula, this is their chance, right, to get out the bottom of the leaderboards and extend their tournament life. They got 4 points. They've had a rough day so far. Now's the time to make it happen. Do not play this passively, Alula. You got to get as many eliminations and win this game here and now.
Got to trust in the source, Jigs. They're bringing it. It's been good so far. But how long does it last? OG suffering heavy casualties as well. The shots are on point. Goodbye, good night. ACOP the only one left in the rear. And that's the Foops man and GOAT team starting to build on this one as well. You got to be scared of the GOATs, Jukes. They bite.
Making it happen. Force getting another shot on the leaderboards there. And that is Orangutan out and eliminated. We got 4 teams remaining here. 4 Thrives, KRX, GOAT, and Alula. Let's see what 4 Thrives could do with their duo. IQ, man, that buggy is in big trouble. So right now, just hugging the circle, driving around, trying to get a little bit more intel, figure out what is going to be the plan here. Oh, running into that tree definitely wasn't a part of the plan, I'll tell you that right now. But he does get away with it. Nades are starting to ring on out. He knows exactly where GOAT is. Yeah, he's got to have to move to safety here because they're going to start shooting that buggy if he ain't careful.
This is vintage GOAT with how they're playing it. The 2-2 setup early with Moxie and Force advancing, but they switch it up. Call for the rotate. Killer Joe takes the fight straight to T24 and punishes with 4 Thrives falling to the might of the GOAT once again. Side dialed in, back over to where KRX are set up. 11 elims already, Jukes.
Ooh, they're looking good. You know, GOAT wants this win. They want to put themselves in the top 5 right here and now. They might just do it here. Meanwhile, you got KRX. They were sitting, what, in 4th place a little earlier, so they're looking pretty, but not for long. They got no more vehicles. There's nothing but open field right in front of them. Alula, I would like to see them get a little bit more aggressive here. You have the numbers, right? Start spreading your wings a little bit. Don't allow GOAT to catch you on the back foot.
A brief moment, a respite falling across the battleground. Trusting Foops for the push-up. Trying to get a read on it. No easy angle for Alula to peek back over onto him as well. Fear of the backline tag. Force good for the lineup. Few bullets on target, Jukes, just damage.
Hey, you guys know all about Coops, but what do you know about Foops, man? I'll tell you what. That's a man right there. Let's see what he can do. 477. Trying to catch Some hit markers all the way from downtown, and this is what I'm talking about. Aula have been playing it very passively here. That's letting GOAT spread their wings little here. Maybe press down as KRX, yeah, just stuck wide in the open. All eyes are on them. Super tough. GOAT just punishing them.
Alula trying to steal the points from the downs that are coming over from GOAT team onto KRX and at least get something extra from this one.
Nice shot.
Decent shot. It's clean. Forced with a push-up as well. Quick. I don't think he's going to be fast enough to win out on a duel like this. Good reset from Killer Joe as well. If Hooksy peaks, his days should be numbered. Dominant from Killer Joe as the elims are being racked up. And GOAT looking to blow their way to another chicken dinner on this one.
It's looking good here. First Spirit Maw looks like it might just go on over to GOAT. Quick goes down. That's that front line eliminated. And now Killer Joe's going to have to make a play here. Claw goes down. It's all up to Rev. Killer Joe gets it done. And that is GOAT team with another chicken dinner. And this one was a big one.
GOAT team delivering again on the big stage. A ton of talent, a powerful roster. And it seems like even with the changes, it's starting to fall into place the way they play off each other. This added element of aggression from Killer Joe, who lives up to his name time and time again. Sick to see, Jukes. It's sick to see.
Yes, it is. You can take a look at their jerseys. You can see what it says right on the front of it. The great of all time. That's what they want to be. That's what they're trying to etch their name in PUBG Mobile history. This is how you do it right here, folks. When you see that opportunity to get that win, you got to do it, and you got to do it with some serious points, and that's how you get it done.
They didn't believe me, Jukes. It's a GOAT team going to be coming out swinging. James looked at me, he smirked.
He smirked. I
said, I tell you what, mate, GOAT team gonna be giving it. And they're bleating right now.
Oh, let's go, GOAT. You can see the crowd all hyped up for them here. And a great game for them. We'll see what CalArts is gonna look like after that one. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be pretty excited here. It's good to see.
I think he'll be enjoying it.
Yeah, it's so good to see a team like GOAT clutch it up there towards the end. And Aula, right? Getting some points on the board. Good for them. It was nice.
That was good.
It was.
Man, it's fun to see. You know, I was saying earlier, from some of what I've seen from these boys before and the way they've adapted, it feels like, you know what, Jukes, for the strategic side of PUBG Mobile, they're actually bringing it. They've got good defaults, they've got good fallbacks. The splits you see from them are so dynamic, but they've always got quick, clean comms, much like me not speaking correctly. The exact opposite, Jukes. But it's crazy how fast they can rely on that information. And it's good. That's championship mentality, bro. The fundamentals have to be good.
I mean, you heard the synergy, right? They all said nice at the same time.
That's what I'm talking about.
They were thinking, right? They got this victory in the bag, and they got it. That's what I love about how, you know, PUBG Mobile Esports has developed here over the years. So there was a time back in the day where there was a few dominant squads. Everybody else was just not even close up to par. That's changed, right? I mean, any team here could win the whole thing. And GOAT just showed, hey, if you open that door, we're going to walk right through it. But we got some more action coming up in just a little bit.
GOAT showing up with the second chicken dinner of the day. In Neptura, this squad was able to put up 16 eliminations.
Very, very nice coming in from GOAT there. For the second time. Show from them, I'm really
भाई मैं पहले ही बता देता हूँ इन लोगों का पॉइंट टेबल जब आएगा भाई गोट फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे आ गई है 40 जो है सेकंड पे आ
Meanwhile,
गई है
Alula was trying to just fend off right there, Max, but GOAT was just too much on the high ground
GX
with
third
those
position
16
पे आ
elims.
गई है
Honestly, this team has been
KRX
showing
fourth
up now.
position पे आ गई है और फ्लैश जो है
Super hyped to see, but no, what was very
position
fun
पे
in
आ गई।
particular is that Alula, there's a slight, well, I wouldn't call it a mistake, it's just a strategic play from Alula to just go slightly low on the ground to maybe put more of an emphasis onto KRX. And instantly, GOAT team spot that, like, wait, you give that high ground position away. If we take it for ourselves, we have absolute oversight on the entire flat terrain of that field finish. Boom, let's send it, get the high ground position, leverage it to its full potential to claim that chicken dinner. GOAT team, a team that I was expecting no middle of the pack, maybe not #1 team, but man, they impressed me, and I'm so happy to be proven wrong here at PMWC.
They might just be #1 after that performance in Neptura.
really enjoying what we're seeing here, being a leverage team. I think that's a really good word for it. They use everything to their advantage. They wait until they have a great opportunity. They wait until they have an opening on that south side, are willing to make that south rotation all the way around, and just to get that better position, just to have that leverage on all the other teams.
It's just like the last game was on a wrangle they won earlier, right? When you think about it, they see,
OG
wait, they're
Indian
fighting
team,
both Enigma Galaxy, they're a little bit busy, they're their weakest. Boom, that's when we send it, try and put them in a really bad position and leverage it to actually get that chicken dinner. So very opportunistic stuff, and here they get 26 points.
Wow.
This was not Rondo. This is a Miramar. What's going on?
Disgusting numbers out of that squad, and also we see 4 Thrives showing up as well. I was raising some concerns
Indian
for
team
that squad.
fifth,
Now we're
bhai.
starting to see a little bit more consistent here as we ended up jumping into Miramar. And if we keep going down the list, something I want you to keep an eye on is KRX. That squad was able to get all their points out of just placement, which we keep an eye on is KRX. That squad jumping into Miramar. And if we keep going down the list, something I want you to keep an eye on is KRX. That squad jumping into Miramar.
अच्छा ये टोटल पॉइंट्स नहीं है
And if we keep going down the list, something I want you to keep an eye on is KRX. That squad was able to get all their points out of just placement, which usually tends to be the opposite, Max. We see teams being able to get all the points from eliminations and then nothing placement. They were like, no, we're going for placements this time.
It's forgivable, really. In a game like that, they just had like a very small shed and a few cars to work with. It would have been coming away for that KRX first place.
Consistencies. The name of the game in right now. I mean, KRX maintaining a fourth place right there. But look at GOAT. GOAT is currently in first place as they have jumped up with those 47 points. It goes to show us what an amazing performance, what an amazing match can do for your squad.
It's really, really nice to see that. And the leaderboard is still so close. I mean, yeah, it's only 5 matches in, but still, I think we've seen other tournaments where there's a much bigger discrepancy here amongst the top 5. So to have this so even across the board is really, really nice to see. And interestingly, right, we got 2 wins from GOAT, but the next team that actually has a win is Team Flash in 5th place. 4th Thrives, Enigma Galaxy, and KRX all have been super consistent today so far with no wins under their belt.
Yeah, it's very interesting that out of the top 5 so far, 3 teams don't have a chicken dinner, right? Outside of course Team Flash and also the side of GOAT at the very top. But here we go onto the second page. Alula stepping up, which is what I was hoping to see. Just don't be in bottom 3, okay, Neptura? You don't want to be in the bottom 3. As we know, if you are in the bottom 3 at the end of your Group A or Group B group stage, you're instantly eliminated. No survival stage for you. So Gaming Stars, X-Force 3Jex, and Thunder Talk Gaming, they need to bring it back if they want to continue their PMWC adventure.
Kind of scary for those squads too, because between 9 and 14, the only separation is just 6 points. And that's just not where you want to be for those squads. But yeah, they need to make sure they finish off the day strong here. And it's that Rebel? I think it is. You know what? Let you guys take over. I'll be right back.
Go get him. Go get him. Oh my God, that would be interesting. We can talk a little bit to Alpha 7. But Alula were very impressive this game, right, Neptura? Looking back at how they were playing that third party onto Furia in particular, that's what you want to see from this roster. But we're also seeing Revo is here. What?
Hello, guys.
The reigning PMGC champion, none other than Alpha 7 Rebel. Rebel, I'm so glad you decided to join. How are you enjoying Paris, bro?
Well, it's an amazing city, amazing place. I love to be here. And let's see what gonna happen.
Now, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say next, all right? And you know this, I say it with nice intent. What's been going on since PMGC, bro? You guys have kind of been sucking this year.
Yeah, we did a bad things, we did a bad tournaments, we did a bad preparation, but now we come with different things, with different game style. So let's see what's gonna happen. I think we are good to this championship, and we're gonna do our best. And if God let us win, we're gonna do it.
Okay. Right on. I do have a question for you specifically then, Revo, about you're saying you're trying to work on a few things since of course, your PMMI, you had PMGO Season 1. What specifically would you say was the thing you wanted to work on the most and improve upon heading at PMWC?
I think like in PMGO, PMMI, we did like, we was not too much aggressive. We are like just staying in the same place and don't looking for fights or something like that. And now we are doing that. We want to fight, we want to kill everyone. So we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Do it! Actually, wait. Are you gonna hot drop Al Ula? They eliminated you at PMGO. Are you gonna take vengeance?
Yeah, I don't want any revenge. I just want to play to win and to kill, and let's see what's gonna happen.
All right, you want to eliminate everybody. We like that confidence. Anything you want to ask them, Natura?
Yeah, okay, I want to know, right? You do have a hot drop on Miramar. There's a couple of different teams you do want to hot drop you there. What's your response to that? Is there going to be any change in your strategy, or are you saying bring it on?
I think if they want to drop on our spots, they can do it. We don't like too much like early fights. We prefer to loot first and then go find some kills. So if they drop, they can stay there. We're gonna stay a bit away and then get them in the middle of the game.
You can say it, bro. Look at the camera and tell them, bring it.
Come to me.
There you go. Now, from what we have seen so far today here on Group A, day 1 of PMWC at EWC 26, any team that has surprised you so far?
To be honest, GOATs, I don't expect them on top 1. I know it's a good team, but they are doing really well. So yeah, I think them, and I am cheering for Fury also because they are Brazilian, so I hope they win this last match.
I mean, there has been a lot of talk that Fury is better than Alpha 7 now. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be wanting to put a stop onto that. And how about another team? Let's talk about 4 Thrives real quick, right? A team that was able to win PMGO Season 1. Yeah. What do you think about them so far?
Well, they are doing amazing. Falak is a great player, one of the best. So I just cheering for them, hope they qualify. And let's see what's going to happen in the finals, right?
Oh, that's right. You want to see them in finals? You want to see them go directly from finals because you don't want to see them in survival? From your Group B, is there any team, besides the hot drops that everybody was talking about, right? Is there any team that might cost you more conflicts, maybe within rotations or the way that they play?
I think we need to be careful with all the teams because everyone like deserves to be here. So I think we need to take care of all of them. So yeah, all of them.
Ah, you're giving me the PR
Okay,
answer.
guys, so last match.
I see how it is. That's him saying, you know what, 7, I want to get out of here. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye,
Thanks for joining us.
See you guys.
For you guys, it's time to go into the final match, baby.
Oh yes, that's right, 7. This is what we've been waiting for. Last game of day 1. And already we're starting to see a bit of excitement about GOAT team. Even Alpha 7 getting hyped for them.
Yeah, you gotta take notice when a team is making it happen. And with a game like that, the whole lobby's got eyes on GOAT. I'll tell you what, guys, before this day started, I saw Jackie in the back with a crystal ball. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And he looked inside and he said all he saw was GOAT. And what an accurate prediction, bro. I mean, even Cars was like, all right, yeah, whatever, calm down. But boom, there's no denying them now. You got to put them on notice.
Hey, let's see what they can do. If they do it again, Jukes, then yeah, I might glow.
It's locked in.
Sure. Until we know for sure, I'll just say they're looking good.
I like it. I like it. You know, there's a lot of teams looking good right here so far. We see EnigmaGalaxy, right, making some things happen, especially after a rough couple of tournaments. Yeah, we got to see Coops. I remember I talked to Raouf after PMGO Season 1. When Coops wasn't there, and I was like, hey, whose fault is it? He's like, Coops, 100%, you know what? But hey, maybe it's his time to shine here in the rest of these squads as we get into the final match of day number 1.
The biggest and brightest, we saved the best till last, and it is going to be an absolute blast here for everyone live in the arena in Paris, France. For the viewers at home, strap in, get a seatbelt attached to your chair, or else you may be blown straight out of it.
Let's get it going here. We got a nice southern play path headed right up to the north. Unfortunately, Alfonso's not going to be within range. These teams are going to be having to head out early onto the eastern side of the map here. But yeah, once this match is over, we got 6 more games left to go. 3 keys are getting crushed tomorrow. And not just keys, dreams as well, right? Of trying to be the Esports World Cup champions.
Hopes, dreams, everything you've been working for throughout the season, really, this year as well, Dukes, right? And then imagine you put all those blood, sweat, and tears on the line. You get here to Paris, it goes wrong off the back of 2 days, and you got to stare at Barney crushing your keys. Oh, bud, what a nightmare!
He's good at that. He's good at that too.
He always sort of, he G's you up and makes you feel good about it, but you've lost.
But you lost.
You've lost, Dukes. It's the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to go home here and now because there's still so much prize pool left to be had. And history left to be made here. So we got the plane path, we got the circle. And it looks like we're going to be heading in a similar position as we saw in the last game, right? Los Leones did play, La Vendita play as well. But no hot drops once again. Tomorrow, as we get into the day after tomorrow is going to be interesting because we heard there from the Rebels that there is a possibility he is going to see some hot drops. But hey, even one of the best is like, let's avoid it, right? I think you guys can drop, take your side of the loot, but let us get out of here. We'll fight you later on.
Yeah, I think the sheer size and scope of the competition here, right? It's one of those where if we were going for like a max man insight, it'd be a matter of it's just so low, just play your own game, right? Then you've got someone like me where I'm saying, yeah, but it is kind of fun though. All this for like a max man in. I think the sheer size.
You guys can drop, take your side of the loot, but let us get out of here. We'll fight you later on. Let's avoid them, right? I think you guys can drop, take your side of the loot, but let us get out of here. We'll fight you later on.
Yeah, I think the sheer size and scope of the competition here, right? It's one of those where if we were going for like a max man insight, it'd be a matter of it's just pointless. The risk versus reward is so low, just play your own game, right? Then you've got someone like me where I'm saying, yeah, but it is kind of fun though. Wise.
Possible like 20-point game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just it's really, really difficult to deal with.
And that's factoring in everyone actually survives as well, right?
Yeah.
You lose one player, it's just such a cutthroat response now. It makes it so much easier for the conversions. This level of play as well, right? The drills are so much cleaner. You see a 3-man team, you're just thinking, oh, this is a field day. One less player, yeah, let's just clean it up. Push together, outnumber them, get the trade, easy pickings.
That's what it's all about here. Let's take a look here at the leaderboards, all right? We got GOAT in first place now with 47 points. Looking really good. Fourth Thrive's right behind him here, man. This top 5 is pretty dang close. Only 10-point difference so far. So for these top 3 squads, make a top 4. This is their opportunity to make a little bit of a point gap for tomorrow. And for the rest of the lobby, they need to clutch this one up here and now. But it's already starting to feel like it's going to be a pretty close group here.
I think so, man, especially with some of the results we got out of that prior game, right, where we hit sort of around sort of the 9-minute mark. We had that awkward encounter on the road with the Aurora drive-by. That resulted in like 3 teams being absolutely crippled for a good late-game finish from the amount of eliminations they suffered. Then everyone else just starts to lick their wounds and really play slow. Just didn't work. And you come into a lobby like this now with what we've seen, right? That strategic, slower approach that's been working from GOAT. Honestly, I think their defaults have been really clean. Like the mechanical approach from it, it's good rotations. The comms have been clean to allow them to set up. And once again, they want a later wrap in where they will just happily sit in the blue, loot up, look for an end game. It's where they're at their best. I won't lie. Early game, it does look a bit shaky. But they get to a late game circle, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they can just play it just a little bit conservatively and make sure they can reach to that late game. I mean, we could definitely see some great things from GOAT. Absolutely. Right now, everybody just playing a little bit of game and keep away, just trying to get looted up and set it up for the end game here. Aurora, a little bit of a dry spell here in the past couple of games. They still have some great points on the board. One good game here could definitely set them up. But some other teams, I think I would really like to see a good performance here. Going to be all those squads in that 9th pretty much on down position. This is a good opportunity for them to go into tomorrow with a lot more confidence. Out of all those names on the list, I'm looking at Furia, right? I mean, this is a Brazilian squad, tons of potential. They got a phenomenal coach in Coach Knight, and we know what they can do. It's just been taking them a little long here to get started. So with this kind of lobby and only so many games left, you can't really let off the pedal this quickly. You got to start putting that pedal to the metal.
Yeah, this is the sort of match where you need a big finish for the end of the day. Leave yourself in a better mindset when they get back to the sort of prac room or the hotel as well, right? They can unpack the bag, but obviously much easier if there is some good benefit to speak about. Some moments they can look on fondly and say, look, we were already adapting and fixing things as the day went on. Let's refine that going into day 2. If once again it kind of blows up in their face, then yeah, those conversations are a lot more awkward and probably not as productive. Like you say, it's kind of similar, at least, as this has gone on for Aurora. A very talented squad, individuals that can absolutely lamp other players out of the battleground if given a fair fight. But some awkward moments. I'm also kind of impressed by the fact that although it's not been the best day overall in terms of the point game for Gaming Star, the way they've been able to just ruin some good squads' lives. Yeah. They're just stealing the odd player here and there. And those eliminations have been really bad for our top teams.
It's like they have just been pestering these teams, right? Like you see a squad that just looks so good, like, oh, look, and then just, boom, all of a sudden you see random knock from Gaming Star. Like you see their name always in these critical fights. You know, they're down in 14th place, so they need to get that big win. You know, I just want to see them, instead of just kind of going for those steal plays all the time, try to find that end game. That's where you're going to put up those serious points. And a team that is definitely serious here in this one is 4 Thrives, man. Great start for our PMGO Season 1 champs here. Looking to get another title underneath their belt. And man, I'll tell you what, if 4 Thrives win this one, whoo, that's gonna put them in the history books at this point.
It'd be unbelievable, dudes. The result would seem so much just for the players, the organization, but the nation as well, with the amount of excitement.
Oh yeah.
It's the fact even here, live in France, right, we've heard some of that energy building up. Falak's popping off, it starts to get loud in here.
Oof, man, I'll tell you what, even my DMs are blowing up. Like, hey, have you met 4 Thrives yet? Have you seen them yet? You know, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen them, man.
I got the jersey, yeah, don't worry.
I talked to them. These guys are always such kind folks, and a great set of people, great team overall. And I got a lot of high hopes for that squad, as well as so many others, man. I mean, it's great to see, like I mentioned earlier, just how well this whole lobby has developed here over time. But now I think it's time to maybe even add GOAT to that list, because GOAT could be that new rising star team that is looking to etch their name in the history books. Next zone, about to go on up. Very, very quiet start here. You could definitely see that these teams are not going to be dealing with any kind of fatigue here, as they know that they got to play hard up until the last second. And with a southern shift like this, that's going to make this brutal.
We've gone from what will be a very quiet start to, you imagine, quite an explosive back-to-back connection of engagements on the rotation here now then. Looking far worse for wear with some of our teams. 4 Thrives already in a good position from where they were pre-zone shift, and they can try and get set up with a good compound to play with. You're going to have Furia and Aurora coming in to link up as well. The mass migration of squads that are all condensing in. And honestly, mate, this works out in a weird way for GOAT, because they love those late wraps into the zone. They're happy to sit in the blue outside of circle for as long as they can.
Yeah, I mean, other teams were set up pretty, but now they're having, everybody's going to have to move with this zone. Yeah, Furia, silence! The tire has been popped, and there's nothing you could do. That's 4 Thrives. You can hear the crowd starting to pop off the second they saw that elimination. But guys, again, that is what you got to do. If you see a buggy, aim for the tires. You hit the right one of those front ones, woo, that vehicle's spinning out.
Not the kind of donut you want at an event like this, mate. Big play there to open it up from them. The first elim goes the way of IQ as 4 Thrives to open it up with a nice initial pick onto Silence. Dive out through the window. The Mantle giving free time to damage here from 4 Thrives again, Jukes. Peaks clean as well. Trader blows, looking for the follow-up off the nade. Barely bursts outside the window.
Man, these peaks back and forth are insane there. Flock getting in some good damage on the Chief, but Chief getting a couple shots in return. Both these teams just peppering each other little by little. But this is honestly a good place for them where they can both just share it out for a little while, you know? Like, you got a good central position. Take your time. Don't put yourself in a compromising spot to lose a player early. And just wait for that end game. Now, looking at the circle, Jackie, quick question. What do you see, right? Anything interesting?
You're looking at these late rotations, mate, from the boys at the back there, coming in, playing a very slow game from what has otherwise been a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, PMWC all the way in Montenuelo. Wow, so they are coming in super late here. A little bit of a different strategy than we saw before. Let's see how they're going to be able to handle that one, because this zone is already jam-packed. It is Los Leones. There's a lot of places you can hide. But we might get that nice urban finish. At least that's what it's looking like so far.
Kind of mirrored on either side here as well. You got the coastline wrap in, right? Killer Joe and Foops that have been pretty good as an aggressive duo. With Force and Moxie playing this backline assault. If they run into RRQ, could be an opportunity to take the fight to them. Aurora, if they can set up as well, mate, chances that they're just going to have clashes ushered towards them, but Jukes, that's the shift.
Are you kidding me? That's the perfect shift for a team like GOAT, because they were already on the rotation, and now they have an open path into this next zone. It's not going to be like that for when it comes to the side of PMWC. They're a little bit late to the party here, so they're going to have to fight their way in. That's for sure, because there's not a lot of spots left at this zone. It is jam-packed. Meanwhile, Flash trying to get on the rotation. They get popped out their vehicles. That's Bose and Zias out of the game. EK, they'll take those points all day long.
EK been good for the occasional duel here in close combat. Tops just looking to try and cut his losses. Heads out the way of TTG, though. That's going to be Thunder Talks. Looking to see if they can light him up. Takes a bit of damage, it seems, from what we caught there on the map side. AJ looking for the response on it. Wit lucky to even be alive here. Very low on HP from that. And Doc taking the fight to T24. That's 4 Thrives getting lit up.
Yeah, our player knocked. I believe they should have been in some building, so they should be able to get that res here. Let's see what happens, though. Teams just not, and all these squads, I'll tell you what, with so much on the line, there are no little slight peaceful contracts. Sometimes you have some teams that are dead center that just say, hey, you guys look that way, we'll look this way, and fight each other later on. But no, these guys do not like sharing any real estate nearby. PMWC, yeah, again, late in this zone, they're gonna have to eat a little bit of blue damage here, scout things out, move up just little by little.
It feels like they've just been kind of hunting, right? Tracking OG's rotates and looking to make sure they never reveal themselves until they're in a position to actually build off the back of playing that card with how slow they've opted to approach this one. Thinking about late game, thinking about placements and elims on it, and not wanting to risk faltering early. Killer Joe with a bit of a scouting play, slightly further advanced. You got that close grouping from AGAL and Aurora, just trying to get the read on that from the elevation. Meanwhile here, Gaming Star and Furia, Ulf up on the ridge side. Let's see if they can do it again, but Gaming Star do seem to just throw spanners in the works for some of our top teams.
They're getting involved in so many of these random fights here. Just haven't been able to last as a full squad and get like a really true engagement, but they're finding these little cheeky angles and just making it so difficult on the rest of these teams here. They are sitting in that cutoff position right there in 14th place. You can see that down on the bottom right. Top 3 at the end of tomorrow are eliminated. Their keys, their dreams are going to get crushed. So we'll have to see a team like Gaming Star make it happen here and now. PMWC, yeah, still pushing in this blue zone. Wondering where this next zone is going to pop. A little bit more of a central zone here, so nothing crazy. We're going to have to see teams scramble into this next circle. And after that pop, Coops is like, all right, time to go. Let's get into this next zone and find our spot.
In the meantime, KRX as well, getting their sights honed in. One shot back over, getting the initial knock onto TTG. So Thunder Talks losing Zinc so far. Awake looking on the periphery to see where this is coming from as Hooksy hard commits onto it, gets the flush, and another elim point going their way. They're first on the board for this last game here on day 1 of the competition.
Undertalk in last place. Just they ended up finding at least a spot of coverage in this zone. They're pretty dead center here, so this is their time to shine here. And there's Gaming Stars, right? Catching Ayala there. Rolex 20 gonna be busting out that nade. Let's see if either of these teams are gonna get one. Oh, yeah, he saw that one coming. Said back it up. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. I'd like to see Gaming Stars maybe group up a little bit more here, as they are very, very split, especially for a team currently in 14th place. Meanwhile, though, Furia, you got Ayala just holding this warehouse all by himself for now. The rest of his team's gone. Yeah, Chief, Igor are already dead center, so it's literally just Ayala against the world there.
Meanwhile, this is what's been setting up over on the ridge side. It's RRQ up close towards Goat. Oh, Force as he set up for it. He's got support from Killer Joe in the back line. Diving out of the vehicle, but he takes the fight straight to them. DBS doing blitz as he commits with a headshot. RRQ gonna rage quit from that one as he claps back instantaneously. And Force still tracking him down as well. They look to try and take the peak back over. SMG play gets paid off that one. Goat gonna lose a man.
He did not expect the push that quickly. The rest of Goat, unfortunately, not able to support him in time. Now they're hearing this engagement, though. That is a nice nade. That one definitely stung. Moxie said, I got one more for you. I got one more for Force. And now Boopsman is in the mix, looking to punish RRQ for taking out their teammate. But you're going to have to do it the hard way here, because RRQ, they got the smokes up, they got the support, and the same exact way, but shut down from a nade of Killer Joe.
Low on HP though, Foops can't afford to make another mistake, needs backup from the boys to save their bacon here. Killer Joe looking for the close quarters engagement. That's the spam on the first, take the confirmation with a backup, and Moxie locks inside the smoke, but they deal with it, Jukes.
And that is Goat on the move once again. 4 eliminations here. That's going to put a little bit more points on that leaderboard. Puts them up to 51. They did lose 1 player in the process. But when you're on top of leaderboards, man, that gives you a lot more breathing room to do what you got to do. But, man, we got pretty much a true Los Leones finish here. This is going to be interesting. We're going into the last second.
Urban Combat embodied, bud. It's going to be a very different encounter from what we've seen on some of our final fights throughout today. Lula as well. Losing another man there as Gaming Star once again takes shots over, getting the confirmation off with a Mini 14. Bit of a knock back onto him as well. Looks like Maniac should be able to reset that one with Rolex deep in the back line towards the very split setup from Furia. Oh, and he goes down.
Oh, yeah. So Gaming Star are going to lose 1. They're going to have 3 on the edge of the circle. Goat team are going to have to start pushing on in. Everybody else is already in this zone, so don't expect a crazy amount of movement here. I think we're going to see a lot of teams just kind of turtle up for a little bit longer. But yeah, every time you have a Los Leones finish here, there's so much cover that I am not going to be shocked that we see this literally go until the final seconds of that Zone 9.
The coach cam POV there as well for Geekake.
He's watching. Now he's looking at the camera.
Those eyes dialed in, hoping the squad will be able to deliver once again here. 2 elims racked up so far, Duke. Still alive and standing with all 4 members as well. Had a great start to the day. What's their finish going to be like?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question. And you can see right now, looking at the leaderboards, we got a few squads that have done very well today. And the mid-pack can still bounce up here and now. So it's anybody's game here, folks. After this game, we'll have 6 more matches tomorrow. That's going to be it for Group A. But we ain't there yet. We still got this game left to go. So I am not surprised that we're seeing a lot of teams play this very calculated, very deliberate. No, nothing fancy here in the last game, right? Don't make any kind of crazy pushes where you're going to get yourself third-partied. Just get some good coverage. You know, look out with that 3 peak. If you can see an easy knock and finish, go for it. Other than that, just play it safe.
No reason to run unnecessary risks, but for Moxie, he might not have a choice in that matter. That's Flash finding the weakened knee. Back up being called for, Jukes, but it's a little bit late on a rotate, so Moxie's done for. Killer Joe peeks up top side. Good shots onto a win, changing his name to defeat off the back of that one with the headshot delivering. And Tops, all that's left, 1v2 versus the GOAT crew.
And he is on the run now. Yeah, he said, you know what, I don't know if I want any of this. He hops in that buggy, and he's going to be looking for some random spot in this next zone to hopefully extend his tournament life just a little bit longer for his team.
That's Aurora again playing their card. Quick from Alula, getting hit heavy. And Tops actually caught to give away a 3-point over the Enigma there, as they will hit that one on the drive-by. So getting themselves a cheeky Elim on the board. Seeing if they can start to build off the back of that. They've been given a lot of space since they got into the zone. It was a slow rotate, but they've been sitting pretty. And at some point, OG might contest up towards them. We see the zone condense in. It could change things. Flower H with a good elevated angle as well towards the window side for AGAL.
Here we go, though. 10 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to find out where this next zone goes. And when that happens, we are definitely going to see some eliminations. So let's just see. Will it go up to that north and have so much coverage? It goes dead center. All right. I can feel a shift in the air of this room, as now we got quite a few teams are going to have to make the move. You got X-Force, Rejects, KRX, Ulf, Gaming Stars. Even Alula going to have to start making a push into the zone. Meanwhile, Aurora sitting in a great spot. Ulf with the golden Murado, trying to find a place of safety, and Aaron gets popped off by T24.
That's 4 frags coming alive again from the back. Leaning in through the window, watch Aurora take the full frontal assault. The Chief claps straight back instantly and domes him out on the stairwell. IQ, eyes lighting up as him and Valak are able to take shots over towards Gaming Stars. So 4 frags starting to get into the groove of things now. 4 elims to their name, but the difference is, Jukes, that's still a full 4 squad here in Kicking.
That is right. 4 points on the board for 4 drives. Yeah, it's starting to feel like victory for them as they are getting into this end game, playing it very, very carefully. Now, 2-minute warning. My prediction, we're going to see a whole lot of nada for 2 minutes, but then once that zone pops, woo, things are going to really pop off.
4 elimination points.
It's that planning phase right now. Right, now's the time to tell your team, all right, zone goes here, we're going in that direction. And oh man, Alula running out the building there. That you can't do that.
The Qadir City grid starting to get loud as we can hear the crowd giving their energy over towards 4 frags. You can see them getting excited, and they did deliver from the peak they took onto Alula. Hit some nice shots from quite far away. Aurora's POV currently maintaining overlook on this encounter between OG and Enigma on the other side of things. It's a decent position, Jukes. You expose yourself, they can get some quick shots off, and we know they're good from range.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, right? If you're able to shoot at them first, you're going to be just okay. And it looks like Falak is looking to do just that. Oh my, they almost 1-2-3'd him right there. You can just see that they were like, all right, 1, 2, 3, and Top is going to be the one to get that elimination. 2 for the side of Aurora. They have their whole squad up. And this is where they really play their best with some good high ground. They are going to make something happen. And they know that there's a player in that warehouse.
I've had a read on Quick for quite some time. He's just trying to stay alive. Keep out of trouble for as long as possible. Let the other squads take themselves out of the competition. If he can try and rat a bit of a later game finish on it. Meanwhile, Hooksy taking the shots back over to TTG. Reject Shiva finding an angle onto him though. To KRX. At least suffering casualties. Hang on a minute though. That's Aurora getting spotted out by 4 frags. Both of those high ground angles in play, and they're starting to engage upon one another.
Yeah, they know this next zone is going to make things interesting. So if they can get a couple of knocks to kind of buy them some time here in case that zone hard shifts away, that is going to be huge. So yeah, you can see Aurora Gaming out in the open now, trying to find some angles onto either Quick or 4 Thrives. But with this zone shift, Now 4 Thrives and Aurora are no longer in this circle. They got to get moving.
The position that's done so much for them has to be conceded, and everyone else is scrapping down on the ground. KRX up close on the reject, kick them out. They're the new landlords of the compound. But can Baby make the payment in time? Looking for the push out with a nade here, wants to cook it to perfection. Jukes timing not going to work for him.
Fortunately didn't calculate that interest just right. And now Benny said, how about some of that? Ooh, that one definitely was a warning sign. Let's see what KRX could do though. Sitting in 4th place right now, in a good position, looking to definitely add to that. But X-Force reject, it's Baby all by himself, trying to make something happen.
Hey man, this is 4 Thrives as well, dealing with an outside encounter just adjacent to the zone, with Furia taking the fight to them, but Furia being dethroned. 4 Thrives, 7 elims.
Woo! They are turning things up here. We saw them start the tournament so strong, and they're looking to end it in the same exact fashion. Aurora looking to make some noise here in this game as well, though. Rocking a big split. Doc up on top of that building. He's going to have to make something happen. There goes Killer Joe as Enigma Galaxy. They're going to take that. GOAT team are eliminated.
They had a good run today. But it's 4 Thrives that are still going, still fighting, and it seems like they're confident to attempt to push up, possibly collapse round onto Reject and KRX here as this one develops, Jukes.
Oh, full lock getting shot in the back, though, by Baby. That's going to hurt. T24 now going to have to make a play, but Baby gets eliminated. That's now 8 on the side of 4 Thrives. They'll take that all day long.
Falak down and out. The 3 fingers on one hand remaining here for 4 Thrives. KRX, they've got a read on the situation, but can't force the issue quickly enough to build or capitalize off the weakened players. They heal themselves up. Meanwhile, you can see this close grouping. Aurora, OG, Ulf, and Enigma Galaxy all on top of one another with pot shots being fired out.
Here we go. The nades are starting to ring out. Satan's going to try to get this connection here onto OG. Ooh, Satan gets shot in the back. Going to have to go down with his teammate. Coops gets eliminated and thirsted. It's going to be all about the utility here. Oh my gosh, a little bit of a rainbow shot there from Satan. That nade looks good, but Ralph getting knocked at this time is the worst case scenario for NGX.
It's a quick flush from OG. Lord looking to prime the nade, 2 seconds left, dashes it out, could be good for the tag, bounces slightly further back, but Lord doesn't get the same safety. Goodbye Satan, as OG take the fight straight to Enigma and remove them from the battleground.
Orangutan making it happen here. Now they're starting to make some noise. Meanwhile, you got Aurora holding on to these silos. Wolf Esports still in the mix with 2 players up. And Doc, what's he going to do about that? Orangutan's starting to get on fire. Here they go. Thunder Talk, get a knock on the KRX. Shots ringing out absolutely everywhere.
They stop it, Jukes. They single-handedly run straight through everything that's put up by DRX. They look to the next team in TTG. They're gone as well. 4 Thrives. Keep on building. 10 elims in the back pocket. Oh, for the drop down, trying to withstand the weight of Ruthless. He's going to deal with him ruthlessly. Cuts through him for another one.
That's how you do it there from the top rope. Coming on down, getting that elimination. These guys ain't messing around. Now you got Wolf Esports hiding in the corner, just waiting, hoping that one of these players will run right in front of them. The trap is set. When will it be sprung? But oh, 224 gets the knock on to Doc. That is critical.
Right now, 4 Thrives have been the dominant force in this lobby.
Watch out.
They are running through Miramar. Elimination after elimination. Everyone is feeling the reverbs that are coming off of the pot shots right now from the Thrives roster. And they got their eyes lighting up, looking for more beats from Geek, hoping they'll take the fight, but it's AGAL with a connection up. T24 hits the deck. And Geek might try and advance from it, Jukes.
Let's see if they can. AGAL. No, only 1 elimination here so far. They still have their whole squad up, but now they're starting to push. This is stage 9, folks. This zone is about to go into nothing. We got a whole bunch of teams still remaining. Who's going to win this one? It's all about who can hit those shots. Who's got that clutch factor? We're about to find out.
In the ground floor, Geek set up for the aggression. Top side, T24 low. Looking for the pick-up play to save things here. IQ with an aid in his hand, but Maple's got one of his own. Good chuck on it, could be primed! That's a big connection! reaction from Maple. HGL absolutely giving it right now. And the squad that's been on top might come crumbling down.
They're hurt. Four Thrives is in trouble. It's all up to Zypher by himself. Gonna have to make a play. He gets one. Jenny to the drop down. Jenny hit the shots. EK Safji is still alive, and that is it. Four Thrives go down. Now it's up to Aurora to make something happen. It's Joel all by his lonesome, but Orangutan are looking too strong at this point.
They got the firepower right now, Jukes. Response back over's good. Say goodbye to GK as they go down as well. Ragnarok's timed as well and truly pass. There's the shot over onto Aurora. And easy pickings for them in the final moment. OG, bring it on home with the last chicken dinner of the day, Paris!
Let's go! Make some noise for OG as they end the day with that chicken dinner.
An incredible game, a display of talent, aggression, and so many sickening plays. We saw Four Thrives living their movie on the grand stage. It was a blockbuster hit in Paris, but it's OG that see it through as the crowd gets fired up. You've been wonderful today, Paris. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Let's get it going here, man. Paris ain't messing around here. Neither is Orangutan. Every single one of these teams are making some noise. That is right. Man, I'll tell you what, tomorrow is going to be absolutely insane. Guys, mark your calendars here because we're seeing 3 teams go home after that. 5 teams heading straight to the finals, and the rest going to be sweating bullets, baby, because this lobby is stacked.
It's been clinical today, Juice. And you can see the difference of expression, man.
Oh, man, Malak just staring into the distance right now, just thinking, I wonder what the finals is going to be like. These guys are looking good.
Man, it's insane. So damn good as well, just hearing everyone's energy getting fired up.
Yes, I love this setup. We got the crowd right behind us right here. Everybody's bringing the hype. That's what I love to see.
You got the OG cheers as well. Jumping in the crowd, Jukes. They're getting nice and hyped. And to be fair, they deserve it. You close it clutch at the end there, man.
Not an easy game at all, guys. I mean, that was not gifted in the slightest. It was a brutal last match. Los Leones finish. 6 teams remaining in Zone 9. Are you kidding me? But, I mean, hey, they had that little ridge line on the south side. They used it to their advantage. But you still got to hit those shots and make those plays. And OG said, hey, you know what? You give us that opportunity, we're going to take it.
And they bossed it. They absolutely bossed it. So many moments of excitement there. The ebb and flow of storylines we've had today. Let's have a little bit of a look back at a replay from that one as well, Jukes.
Yeah, we can see right now that drop down. Unfortunately, Four Thrives not able to make that crazy play. It was all up to Zjol right there at the last second. He does get one knock, but OG just said, nah, we are not hesitating. We ain't letting this one slip through our fingers. They pull out that win right here towards the end. And right on time, too, considering that, you know, not in the top of the leaderboards, you know, but now they should be feeling a lot more comfortable going into tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look, there was a couple of uncomfortable results for them, right? Where you were thinking they need a big game. They need something to give them points, give them energy, and give them confidence. And that's what they got off the back of that result.
Yep. I mean, they're going to be feeling really set up here. I mean, definitely job's not finished, right? I mean, 6 more matches left to go is a lot of work to be had, but a lot less compared to those teams on the bottom of the leaderboards. They're going to have to go home tonight, talk to their coaches, figure out what adaptations they're going to need to make here, because this is the pinnacle of esports, guys. I mean, if you are even near this location, you have got to check it out and see it for your own eyes. Videos do not do it justice. It literally is like if I was a kid and dreamed of like the ultimate gaming experience. I don't even think I could have dreamed this big.
No, man, it's unfathomable. It's been so damn exciting. It's been really, really beautiful. But we got something even more insightful coming your way. Let's get down on the stage with Kalaris.
I think I'm gonna go with no. Отлично, прекрасно.
All right, okay, we are with Moxie here from GOAT Team after they get 2 wins on the day. Looking fantastic here at PMWC. My first question for them is about their first win on Erangel. were they concerned about Enigma Galaxy's position going up against them because it was a good spot? And how quickly did they know that they'd run out of ammo on the other side?
По поводу таблицы в топе по очкам Enigma.
You mean the table in terms of the overall points that we got?
The table?
Где мы топ взяли?
That we got the Gamma top, that's what you meant?
So they won the Erangel game?
Да, мы выиграли игру Erangel.
Yeah.
Не, мы не беспокоились, конечно, зона немножко повезло, но мы доиграли просто вместе командно и выиграли.
No, I got it. Well, we were not so concerned, you know. We got the points, we gathered our focus together, and somehow we as a team moved forward, and we did the best we could.
Okay, so let's move on to the Miramar win that they got. They had a good compound for quite a while. TT crashed on them, and they were able to deal with them. After that, what were their concerns? Because it's a very open field they're going into.
Открытое, но с нашей позиции довольно легко разыгрывается это поле, и мы без всяких проблем просто выехали с кемпа и выиграли игру.
It is indeed very open field, absolutely, you're right. It's just that we also had a very good position, and that's why we sort of like smoothly slided from the camp, and that's why we got a pretty good score, and that's how we won, that's it.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much, Moxie, for joining me here. As we are done for this one, let's head over to Barney to check out what he's got going.
Thank you so much, Kalaris. I've got Ketch here from Ulf Esports. Not a great day, not a bad day. Pretty kind of standard across the board, but I want to know from your perspective, Ketch, you know, coming into this tournament, you guys typically have a pretty slow start into tournaments. You build, you gain some momentum, and then you end with a bang. As the IGL, obviously you're trying to gain momentum quicker. You're trying to kind of get points on the board quickly. How are you trying to tackle that as the leader of this team?
Bugün ilk gün çok iyi de geçmedi, çok kötü de geçmedi. Birazcık ortalardasınız. Böyle büyük turnuvalarda yavaş başlamak her zaman zor olabiliyor. Bir IGL olarak bu momentumu nasıl yakalıyorsunuz veya nasıl takımı daha ileri itebiliyorsun?
Yani şöyle kötü başlangıçların geri dönüşü biraz zor oluyor. Ama yaptığımız işten vazgeçersek hiçbir zaman yakalayamıyoruz. O yüzden neyi doğru biliyorsak onu yapmaya devam ediyoruz. Yani bildiğimiz bir olay varsa ondan vazgeçmiyoruz. Ölürsek de öyle ölüyoruz. O kadar yani. Ekstra bir şeyimiz yok yani.
It's always difficult to come back from mistakes or slow starts, but we know the game that we are playing, and we usually just stick with that. Even if we lose or die on that, we still continue doing the same strategy all over.
I like that, sticking to your game plan. Before I let you go, I want to talk to you a little bit about your team. Erin's your latest addition to the squad, joining just before PMGC last year. How integral or instrumental is he to your guys' success? Because as soon as he joined, he came second at PMGC. You guys are putting up, you know, amazing performances on LAN. So how important is he to the team?
Eren'le ilgili soru sormak istiyorum. Takımınıza sonradan dahil oldu. PMGC'den kısa bir süre önce ve hemen PMGC'de ikinci sırada bitirdiniz. Yani takımınıza büyük bir etkisi var ve bu etkisinin senin gözünde nasıl, o nasıl bir, yani takıma nasıl bir katkı sağlıyor?
Yani Eren bizim eksik parçalarımızdan bir tanesiymiş. Hani Lego parçası gibi böyle boş olan yeri direkt doldurdu. Takımda gerekirse agresiflik, gerekirse biz pusma diyoruz yani. Gerekirse pusabiliyoruz. Yani her şeyden azar azar ve yeterli derecede var. O yüzden bir takımın bir eksik kısmını herhangi bir pozisyonda Eren tamamlayabiliyor. O yüzden bizim için çok değerli yani.
Yeah, Eren is really precious for our team because he was kind of like the missing puzzle piece for our team because he is like both aggressive but also can play in a more like slow style. So we definitely noticed that he was that missing piece for our team, and we can utilize him in many different ways. So we're really happy for this addition.
I love that. Shout out to the young guns on the team bringing forward this esport legend. Thank you so much, Ketch, for joining me in this interview. What a brilliant day it has been so far, but we've got so much PUBG Mobile action coming your way over the next few days. So let's round out day one by going back over to the studio.
Yes, we do. Thank you, Barney and Kalaris, for the amazing interviews today. But I got one thing to say, especially after that last match. And it's none other than Because this team, I mean, what a turnaround. I gotta give them props. I was giving them a lot of not nice stuff earlier on, saying that this team was not being aggressive. But in that last one, Lace, they were definitely aggressive, and they got the chicken dinner.
Yes, this is exactly what I was saying. Finally, they admit the damage that they are creating, and then they capitalize on it with not only a not a terrible, but a difficult push up the hill as well. But they were able to get themselves into that spot, eliminate Aurora, who was sitting on the fence line, and obviously take the chicken dinner. What I hope from them is that they can look at this game and realize that they can make the rest of the lobby play on their terms, because it's not like that they were doing anything wrong in the original games. It's just that capitalization to push forward. It was kind of like, oh, should we do it? But this is exactly what we know that OG can do.
Yeah, a big feedback from us was those eliminations. And right now, they ended up getting 10, but it's the way that they ended up doing, Max, because we ended up seeing them just not only get a knock on Raul from Galaxy, we saw them finally being aggressive.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not just going to say that's the best fight we've seen from them so far in PMWC.
Yep.
That's also the case with PMGC included. This is the best so far we've ever seen of a fight from Orangutan globally, ever. And I love to see the commitment to the play. You get a knock, you have the man advantage, leverage it, like send it, bloody hell, and they did. I love seeing that from this squad. Hopefully it's not just a flash in the pan, right?
Yeah.
I want to see a continuation. I want to see chapter 2 of these kind of fights in Niptura.
Yeah.
If they do so, hey, maybe first time we can see an Indian team in a global finals.
Wouldn't that be something? I would love to see that. And going back to that play is like, I love that they made that push and committed to that push, because that fight in particular was really scary, because they had a whole wall that was not going to be it was not easy for them, because they knew there was going to be somebody hiding behind it. So the commitment is really, really good there.
You get the honors for this one, Natura.
Yes.
Give it to them. There you go. OG, congratulations. Is one other thing for this squad too, as we're hyping them up here and well deserved, is how they were able to adjust throughout the day. Usually a squad is not able to do that, but the fact that they were able to do it is what we want to see. At the end of the day, we saw 4 Thrives as well being able to put up some points there. Let's see what that overall is going to be looking like for Group A Day 1, because 6 matches are done with, and it's no surprise that the pride of Pakistan, baby! 4 Thrives Esports with 59 points sitting at the top.
Oh, they thought it was going to be a flash in the pan. People said, no way they do it again. But they're doing it again. And one thing that's really important, right? GOAT team, despite getting 2 chicken dinners, Niptura, they've only got 20 placement points. Without a single chicken dinner, they are only 5 placement points away from the results of GOAT team, highlighting they keep getting into these late game scenarios, getting a few points, but especially the eliminations. You remove all their placement points, they would still be on the first page.
They would. They would. And you know what? I love seeing this from them so much. We're starting to see a really consistent global team emerging out of this squad, right? They're really coming into their own. They're looking very good. This is exactly what I want to see from them. Yes, it's not, you know, the 3 wins that we saw in PMGO Season 1, but it is top of the leaderboard, not by much, but it's still there. It puts them in a really good position for Day 2.
And I mean, even at the end of today's matches, there's not a crazy lead in and amongst these teams, and obviously we still have an entire day, and especially the turnaround. I want to talk about the turnaround from GOAT, because it was not looking like they were in this to play, but this turnaround is something to be watching out for. And then also the downfall of Furia is also something we
Max,
might need to look out for too.
No, don't talk about this one. Yeah, to be honest, big L taken by Furia today. We need to see a massive step up. 5 placement points over the course of 6 matches. You're below a 1 average placement point per game. The thing is, their eliminations are not far off, like a lot of teams around them. Right? It's not that bad, but the placement points are really lackluster, so I need to see a step up. Same for Team RRQ though. During PMI, I saw many great things for them, that team, right, in the Macau Invitational. Bit of a slow start for them, but you know what? It's day 1. There's going to be a few hurdles along the way for these squads. So day 2, of course, you need to make a step up. And if you don't make it in the top 5-7, at least don't be in the bottom 3.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the bottom 3 right now. We were able to see Alula, Thunder Talk, and X-Force Rejects, which honestly, I was expecting a much better performance out of that squad. I said it halfway through the day. I'm going to say it again. Highly disappointed by the way that X-Force Rejects has been playing today.
Yeah, I thought we would see a lot more from them, but you know what? I am hopeful for tomorrow. This is one of those teams that I think will just grow over time and get more confident, get a little bit more of that risk-taking mentality on board. So tomorrow, I'm really looking for high hopes for them. The other thing is RRQ, for me, I was looking to them as one of my favorites of being a really interesting team in that they split a lot, and a lot of teams do not take the type of splits that they do. So I was really looking forward to them being able to take advantage of other teams by doing that, but we haven't seen that at all today, and I think we know why.
Yeah, I mean, actually looking at some of the replays, I still cannot believe they said Huzaifa is like, yo, Huzaifa, go get him. And he went for it, kind of worked out. He got, I think, some players of OG and the entirety of Ulf. I was genuinely surprised that worked out, but it goes to show that for 4 Thrives, I know we talked about them a lot today, but every player has that clutch potential, and that is why they are in #1 position.
Here, and we're going to continue to see it throughout. Don't forget that tomorrow is going to be the second day of PMWC at EWC 26 for Group A. Day 3, Day 4, we'll get a chance to see Group B, but until then, we'll get a chance to find out which top 5 teams are going to be going directly to the finals. And something to notate that we'll be talking about tomorrow too is that OG ended up being in 6th place after that amazing win. We'll see if they can keep it out tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. It has been Lace, Maxman, Neptura, the 7WG, the amazing casters, and the rest of the stuff. We'll see you tomorrow.
Find the bar. GG's, guys. Okay guys, तो आज स्ट्रीम के लिए इतना ही। नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीम